got our next nice document here.
Yes, Castle era. A lot of really great tales from this era. Get this here. Nice full page portrait layout here. And here we've got our distant reptilian friends there.
You know, I hear my my distant ancestors used to raise dragons.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, not not many people do that nowadays, but it was definitely definitely a very important part of ancient culture, as you can see from this piece. And actually, this this sailing vessel here, I grew up. We actually had an oil painting, many hundred years old oil painting of a very, very similar vessel. Must have been a common design back then.
Yeah, if I do believe we're looking at a depiction of the one of the great battles of the time between I think they were called the Black Knights, Wolf Pack. These guys over here with the wolf heads and the
Was it Dragon Defenders?
Dragon Masters.
Oh, Dragon Masters. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it was like the invasion of the. I think it was like Black Knights were trying to invade or something, and
Sure.
while something was going on back here, probably.
And the top of this document actually has their faction emblems. Let me see if we can get this to show on camera for you. But yeah, very bright and colorful distinctions, and the people identified very much back then as to their factions. It wasn't really their occupation or where they lived, but it was the people they identified with. Very, very interesting.
It's, I think they're like all mythological documents. Yeah, have a backside to them as well.
That's right. The great paper shortages, making good use of their limited resources here. And here we have. Let's see. Here we've got. This is the Spirus series. A little bit controversial with the whole, commercializing and privatizing of intelligence gathering. But whatever you think of it, definitely a very, very striking and influential system.
Yeah, and I also see here a nice depiction of the very, very antiquated Android models that they had at the time.
Right. Yeah, and these were actually physical androids, not just holographic projections.
And then we can see back to some of the boring city stuff, and then not fun.
Right. I mean,
there's no weapons or anything going on here.
Right. You just have, friendship and happiness, and really, they felt it was important back then, but with modern sensibilities and hindsight being 2020, we just realized that this isn't important anymore. But interesting look at what people thought was important back then. And here you have the Deep Freeze, a classic ice mining vessel. One of the important mining guilds in the asteroid belt is the supply of water in fuel, farming, agriculture, and such like that.
And of course, back to the old pirates.
Yes, and then in this small image here, it may be difficult to see. Let me see if I can magnify it. But yeah, so in this lower right-hand corner, you have the natives.
They were a quite noble tribe, as I heard.
Yes. A peculiar.
Peculiar.
Peculiar. I believe that's how it's pronounced. I had to look it up.
Okay. Pecure. All right.
Yeah.
The Pecures.
Anyway, a different way of thinking, but they held to it. Definitely not hypocrites, those savages they may be.
I mean, it certainly gave them much wealth.
Yes, absolutely.
So they're doing something right.
Yes.
Maybe they really were smarter than we thought.
Yeah, it could be. It could be. As we go into more dig sites, we always learn more about everything and learn more about ourselves in the process.